All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're going to unpack a really powerful teaching from Sri Nisargadatta Maharaj's book, The Ultimate Medicine. And I've got to tell you, the ideas we're about to get into, they are designed to shake up the very foundation of who you think you are. So, right out of the gate, we're hit with this massive paradox. How can everything be the absolute truth, but at the same time, the world is an illusion? I mean, it's like saying something is both solid and liquid at the same time. So how on earth do we even begin to solve this puzzle? Well, here's the thing. This paradox isn't a mistake in the text, it's actually the entire point. It's the key that unlocks the whole teaching. And to get it, we have to carefully pull apart two very different concepts, the absolute and what he calls our beingness. Okay, now this is where it gets really mind-bending. We usually think that feeling of I am, our consciousness, is the deepest reality there is. But Maharaj says, hold on, not so fast. Imagine the absolute is like a vast, silent, infinite night sky. It just is. It's always there. Our beingness, that feeling of I am, well, that's not the sky. It's the first flash of lightning in the sky. It's an event. And that is the absolute crucial point here. Your consciousness, that simple feeling I exist, isn't the origin of everything. It's the very first thing that happens within that origin. And it's this one little spark that suddenly lights up the entire show that we call our life and the universe. So, how does this one little spark create our entire reality? Well, the idea here is that this I am is the root of the whole illusion. From the perspective of that silent absolute sky, this first flash of lightning is actually the beginning of ignorance. It's like a temporary wave appearing on a perfectly still ocean. And as long as that wave is there, so is the whole world of happiness, sadness, and all our attachments. Okay, so that naturally brings up the biggest question of all, right? If our entire experience is happening inside this world created by that lightning flash of I am, how do we get out? How do we trace our way back to the source? Back to the sky itself? And the answer is, well, it's surprisingly simple, but also really profound. Retreat. Now, this doesn't mean you pack your bags and go live in a cave. Not at all. It's about a total shift in the direction of your attention. It's like you're going to reverse engineer your own awareness. And this slide just nails the process. We spend our whole lives focused outward, on our jobs, our relationships, our thoughts, the world. The path of retreat is about turning that spotlight of attention completely around and asking, wait a minute, where's this feeling of I even coming from? It's like, instead of getting lost in the movie playing on the screen, you start looking for the projector. So what actually happens when you start doing this? When you really begin to trace your own awareness back to its source? Well, according to this teaching, the effect it has on your day-to-day life, on your worries and desires, it's absolutely staggering. Think about it like this. When you are completely, totally captivated by an amazing movie, do you even notice that you're a little hungry or that your back is a little stiff? Probably not. For those 2 hours, you forget everything else because your focus is so complete. This is the exact same idea, but you're applying that focus to the very root of your own consciousness. And when you start shifting your focus away from all the things you desire and onto the source of the one who is desiring, something pretty incredible happens. You come face to face with our most basic, our most fundamental addiction. Any guesses what that might be? It's not our phones, it's not success, it's not even pleasure. The ultimate addiction is simply the will to be. It's that deep, primal, fundamental urge to just continue existing. Every single other desire we have for food, for safety, for love, it all springs from this one single root, the deep desire to continue being. Realizing this just changes the entire game. The spiritual path isn't just about overcoming a craving for junk food. It's about abiding in that I am feeling so deeply that even the core desire to exist starts to lose its power. And that can sound a little scary, right? If the will to live fades, what's left? The text completely acknowledges this fear. I mean, we enjoy this game of life. The thought of it ending can feel like a real loss. But the answer given here is just beautiful. That sadness doesn't belong to you, your true nature. It belongs to the character you're playing, who's sad the play is about to end. The actor is fine. They know they aren't the character. Words like extinguishing or disappearing can sound, well, pretty final and frightening. So let's reframe it with a different metaphor. Think of your consciousness, that whole I am state, as a big, loud, buzzing generator that's always running in a room. Now, is switching off the generator an act of destruction? Of course not. It's just the end of a noisy activity. And it's only when that noise finally stops that you can hear the deep, profound silence that was actually there the entire time. Consciousness is the activity. The absolute is the silence. It just is. So this final step isn't about destruction at all. It's about rediscovering a piece that was always, always present, just hidden by the noise. And there's one last really elegant analogy that pulls this entire teaching together. Think of it like this. Our consciousness, our I am state, is like a flame. It's temporary, right? It needs fuel, like a body, food, and air to keep burning. Our experience of the world, that's the smoke. It's just a byproduct of the flame. But our true nature? That's the sky. The sky was there before the flame, it's there during the flame, and it's there after the flame goes out. It is eternal, untouched, and completely self-sufficient. So you see, what this all boils down to is that this journey isn't about adding something new to yourself, not a new belief, not a new skill. It's the total opposite. It's a path of subtraction. It's about letting go of all the layers of identity you've built up until the only thing that's left is what you have always been. And that leaves us with this one final massive question to just let sink in. If our mind, if our consciousness is just part of the temporary show, just an image flickering on the screen, can it ever really turn around and understand the screen itself? Or is the very attempt to know it just another scene in the play we're meant to transcend?